What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my player career mode. This is episode number 25, and we start today's episode off by seeing that in our My Actions page there is interest shown by Tottenham Hotspur and FC Barcelona. So yes, Barcelona and Spurs are both interested in taking us to either White Hart Lane or the Nou Camp. So that really is interesting, isn't it? Now, Spurs wouldn't really be too appealing for me because, of course, at the moment with Fulham, we're actually in the Champions League places, and Barcelona would be the much more preferred choice for me. But that's still very interesting to see two very decent sides. Of course, one a lot better than the other. No disrespect, Spurs fans, but even so, very good to see two decent sides. They're interested, because although Fulham currently are in the top four, it's always nice to see a big club interested in you in Barcelona, and of course Spurs is quite nice to see as well. So yeah, very interesting. It looks like we're a wanted man at the moment, you know. It's good to see that. But anyway, we had to put that behind us here and focus on the task ahead, and that was this game against Crystal Palace for the first game of today's episode. And the first goal of today's episode would not be scored by me, but when a goal's not scored by me, who do you think is going to score the goal? Yes, of course it is Kasami. It's Kasami who gets the goal. We celebrate together once again, because again Kasami gets the goal and I get the assist. It's a nice little dancing move here as I skip round the last defender. Nice little ball into the box, and Kasami turns it in, and again we celebrate together. I really hope I do leave the club and go to Spurs or Barcelona, if either of those happen, that Kasami can come with us, you know. But still, Fulham 1, Crystal Palace 0. Kasami gets the goal and I got the assist. But in the 16th minute here, Ward crosses the ball in, and Stockdale with a bit of butterfingers there goes to catch the ball, and thankfully for us we were able to get the ball away, and that was blushes spared for our goalkeeper, but still 1-0. But in the 44th minute here, McCarthy gives the ball straight to me. A poor piece of defending. Nice little step over by myself. We run through one-on-one. Good chance here. I stop the ball, drag it back and shoot. But Speroni makes a simple save, really. And it's still 1-0. And that was it for the first half. In the second half, Williams gets on the ball for Fulham here. And he keeps holding the ball and plays it backwards. And eventually the ball is given out wide to Scott Parker, I think it is. He gives it to me. Nice little fake shot around man. It comes to Kasami. Kasami finds Diarra. It comes to me. Nice touch here to get around my man. I keep on going. I'm waiting for Kasami to run. But instead, I give it to him just inside the area. He plays it out wide towards Williams. Williams gets on the ball now for Fulham. He's looking for a runner, so I decide to come out of the area and give him some support. I collect the ball, offload it towards Scott Parker. He strikes it, but unfortunately Speroni makes the save, and it is still 1-0. But we were menacing, really. We were threatening a lot, and if anyone's going to score a second goal, it looked like it would be us. And as Scott Parker rolls me the ball here, I have a good chance here. I cross the ball to the far post, and Kasami wins the header, but unfortunately can only divert the ball over the bar. So still 1-0. But Palace are doing everything they could to get themselves back in the game and get an equalising goal. And as Barry Bannon plays the ball over the top here, it's a really good chance, but Stockdale comes out, smothers his body and denies. I think that might be in Campania there, and it's still 1-0. So great save by Stockdale. And in the 82nd minute, Crystal Palace hit the post with this free kick, which was headed on, and the ball was cleared away. So we survived. We did get the 3 points despite a late flurry of chances for Palace. We managed to get the 3 points. We managed to hold on and get the win, and it ends here at Craven Cottage. Did I say Selhurst Park earlier? But still, it ends here at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Palace 0, and it's Kasami who gets the goal. Very nice to see that, because I got the assist as well. So Fulham 1, Palace 0, and I was very happy with that. I only got a 6.8 rating, which I was kind of annoyed about, really, because I thought I played very well in that game. You know, despite not getting any goals, I thought I played pretty decent. But there you go. Still, we took on Oldham for the following game in the FA Cup. Now, to be honest, taking on Oldham, the Football League side, I didn't really feel like I was needed for this game. You know, I've played pretty much every single game this season. Or I think I played every single game this season, actually. And I didn't really feel like I was needed. I think it would have been better for Felix Magath to actually play Mitroglou in this game. You know, give him a run around, give him a chance. Because I've taken Mitroglou out of the team completely. He hasn't even got on the pitch. Well, he's probably got on the pitch a couple of times when I've been subbed off. But other than that, he hasn't started a single game this season. So you would have thought that Felix Magath would have thought, do you know what, you're in red hot form. No disrespect to Oldham, but we should win the game anyway, so I'll give you a rest for this game and I'll play with Trogley. But you thought, nope, I still want to play you. So I got on the pitch anyway, and the first chance would come in the 3rd minute as I fake shot around my man and offload the ball down the right hand side towards the run of Bradley Johnson, who crosses the ball in the far post. Kacaniklic plays the ball inside, and David, it goes for the bicycle kick, and it hits one post and then trickles along the goal line and then hits the other. So that was really unfortunate, and it's still 0-0. But in the 14th minute here, another good chance. Brian Ruiz gives me the ball. I get round on grounds with a nice little roulette here. Keep on going down the right hand side, then beat him with the Berber spin, then another roulette to beat the third man in the area. I ride the challenge, but it comes to David, and he puts the shot wide of the post. So 2 good chances for the number 30 there, but his first one was very unlucky to hit both posts. That one went wide of the post, and it was still scoreless. But from the goal kick, it cleared up top towards Phillips-Kirk here, and the header is won, but it comes to Byrne. Byrne plays the ball forward. Bradley Johnson flicks it on to Brian Ruiz. Ruiz collects the ball here, plays it over the top towards myself. I flick the ball on with a header. It comes to Kaka Niklic, and the Swedish wide man rifles the ball into the top corner, and it's Fulham 1, Oldham 0. So Kaka Niklic gets the goal, and he's a bit of an unsung hero really in the trio we've got here. It's myself and Kasami who always seem to get the headlines and always seem to get the goals directly and the assists directly, but Kaka Niklic is usually involved in some way, and I guess it was nice to see him score a very nice goal. So very good finish indeed by him there, and it is the Swedish wide man who gets us the first goal of the game. A lot of people have been asking me what his rating is. It's an 80, so he's an 80 rated player, and Kasami, for those wondering, is an 81. But still 1-0 here, and that was it for the first half. In the second half, we could have got off to a bright start here as I go down the left hand side, ride the challenge, keep on going. Really good chance. I'm looking for Kasami, who just came off the bench here with the cross. It's cleared away, but it's not dealt with. It comes to Bradley Johnson, but his shot hits the post, and Oldham do clear the ball away. So Johnson almost makes it 2-0 there, but it's still 1-0. But in the 62nd minute, Kasami gets on the ball. He gives it to myself, and ever since he came off the bench, I was looking a lot more lively. Sidwell gets on the ball and finds the goal scorer, Kaka Niklic. Nice little reverse step over, keeps hold of the ball, gives it to myself here. I get round my man with the Ronaldo chop, offload it towards the runner Sidwell. It's a great first touch and a great finish as well. So 2 assists for myself in this game here, and it's Fulham 2, Oldham 0. So good finish by the captain, Steve Sidwell, and yeah, good to be 2-0 up here. And in the 79th minute, I'm subbed off here as I requested a sub because I didn't feel like I needed to be on the pitch. I thought I'd just get myself some stamina points rested, and I come off for Carrillo, so I don't know what's going on with Troglou. He's just not getting on the pitch at all, but still I get subbed off, Carrillo comes on, and that would be the end of my game. It was done really. There was 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go before stoppage time, and yeah, the game was done. I thought I'd just save myself some stamina points, so I simulated the rest of the game. It was 2-0. I got the 2 assists, and as you can see here, Oldham actually got beat by 5 goals to 0. So after I went off, Fulham scored an extra 3 goals. So there you go. I guess I wasn't needed at all really, but there you go. We won the game by 5 goals to 0, and we're through to the next round of the FA Cup. As you can see here, there's a news article saying that we are courted by Barcelona, and it does look as though Barcelona do want to put in a bid, but it does say here that there is some interest. Barcelona have reportedly showing some interest in a 20-year-old, but they're yet to make an official bid. So currently I'm not being bidded on, but there is some interest. But Fulham have decided to sell David Stockdale. Now, Stekelenburg, the Dutch goalkeeper, was sold in the summer transfer window, which meant Stockdale was our number 1, and now he's been sold, which means that we're left with 2 reserve goalkeepers. And I just, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, I understand that the AI butcher the clubs in career mode all the time. You know, I know that's a known fact. Everyone knows that. It's not a real shock when they do stupid things, but at the end of the day, I mean, how stupid can the AI managers be to the point where it's not just unrealistic, it's just downright bizarre, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, what manager would do that? It just makes no sense. So Stockdale is gone, and that's why I decided to request a transfer, because we're now left with Bettinelli and Etheridge, and those goalkeepers are 60 and 61 overall. This is a side that are in the top 4 and want to qualify for the Champions League. This is ridiculous, EA, seriously. So I requested a transfer before the Liverpool game here at Anfield, because at the end of the day, if Barcelona are interested in me, I'd love to force a move to the new camp. That'd be fantastic. But still, Liverpool, it was the 3rd and final game of today's episode here at Anfield, and it could be one of our last games as well, depending on how things go. But Bettinelli was going to play in this game, and the 30th minute he had to make a good stop there to deny Sterling, so maybe he's going to prove me wrong here. So good stop by Bettinelli, but in the 48th minute here, nothing really happened in the first half. In the 48th minute, I'll win the ball, give it to Carrillo. Carrillo plays it back to me down the right hand side. Nice little Ronaldo chop to get around Daniel Agger. We cross the ball in. Who's there to win the header and score the goal? It is that man, Kasami. So if I am to leave Fulham, I'm going to be absolutely gutted that Kasami will probably stay at Fulham and won't come with us, but still, Kasami gets the goal. It's another goal for the Swiss midfielder and another assist for me. So Liverpool 0, Fulham 1, and then the 62nd minute, Jose Enrique crosses the ball in towards Assaidi here. The man that was just on loan from Stoke in the last season shoots, but it goes just wide of Bettinelli's post. So still 1-0. In the 74th minute, Coutinho gives it to Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge gets on the ball here, plays to Coutinho. Coutinho, the Brazilian playmaker, plays it out wide towards Sterling, who swings in across here, and Bettinelli, well, that was a real heart and mouth moment for our goalkeeper there. He goes to catch the ball and thankfully he diverts it onto the roof of his net. That was a real lucky escape for our goalkeeper. So this is exactly why I want to leave. I know all goalkeepers make mistakes, but even so, you'd imagine that a 60 rated goalkeeper is probably going to be doing something like that on a regular basis. But still, eventually, oh, this is bizarre as well. He passes the ball from this goal kick straight to Daniel Sturridge. So Sturridge gets on the ball and Coutinho gets on it, gives it to Sterling, but thankfully for us, Sterling gets crowded out, but as he finds Daniel Sturridge here, Liverpool take an absolute age before they can work their way into the box and take a shot. Saidi gets onto the ball, finds Jordan Henderson. Henderson does take aim, but Bettinelli, he doesn't really do a very good job of saving the ball. He pushes the ball straight out towards the, I'm not sure who that was there, but even so, he got the ball away, that's the main thing. And it's still 1-0, but Bettinelli's on a really mixed game here, but still 1-0. But in the 87th minute here, Kasami gets on the ball, plays it towards the run of Bradley Johnson. He finds myself, I control the ball, offload it to Kasami. Kasami shoots, but Mignolet makes the save, and it's still 1-0. So the Belgian goalkeeper keeps Liverpool in the game. That would have won it for us, but unfortunately it's still 1-0. And as Johnson gives me the ball here, I get round Coutinho, take aim from just outside the area, but the finesse shot goes harmlessly over the bar, and it's still 1-0. But as the game was being closed out, it didn't look like Liverpool were going to score that equalising goal. It looked like despite having a 60-rated goalkeeper in goal, we would be okay and we would survive with a clean sheet. And as the kick gets played forward here, we win the ball with Amor Rubieta. He plays it to Kasami. Kasami finds Johnson. It's a great free ball to myself. I beat Jose Enrique. I go through one-on-one. I heel-to-heel flick round Mignolet, and I slot the ball into the empty net. So Liverpool 0, Fulham 2. We score our first goals since the Norwich game in the last episode, and yeah, so it's a simple finish really, but it was a lovely little heel-to-heel flick to get around Mignolet, and it's Liverpool 0, Fulham 2, and that's how the game finished. So despite my concerns, we not only won the game but kept a clean sheet. So Liverpool 0, Fulham 2. Who knows? Maybe we will be leaving, maybe we won't. But I guess I'm just pleased to pick up the points whilst I'm still here at Fulham as things stand, and that was a very decent win for us against the side that were in 5th. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, so much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of My Player Career Mode very soon.